that song turned into a hit, you know? Because I was really into the Replacements, as like you can't tell. And they always put a good ballad on their records, you know? I always thought it added kind of a nice dimension to it, you know, instead of just like one thing. And, you know, unfortunately, or fortunately, actually, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but that was the first song that ever got played on the radio by us, and we were still driving around in a van doing gigs, and it was like, oh my God, we're so uncool now, and then, you know, and then so I got over it, and then one night I was in the supermarket, and I was buying food, and then I heard the song coming out of the thing in the supermarket, like the little speaker in the supermarket, and I just about ran out of the place because I was just like, I'm not cool anymore. It's a good-looking crowd tonight. Lots of girls. It's always good when there's girls here, you know, because we used to play in a punk rock band. Well, this used to be a punk rock band when we first got started. I actually got this shirt at CBGB's, and we actually played at CBGB's many, many times, and it was like all of our shows were these guys with their shirts off and their heads shaved, beating the hell out of each other. And then when we went to Florida, it was a bunch of guys with their shirts off and their heads shaved, beating the hell out of us.
And that wasn't good.
That wasn't good. So, you know, you don't have to film this, you know. We just decided to start writing, you know, ballads so that girls would show up because they're less scary than guys. Is really pretty much it. I'd much rather hang out with girls. I got 4 sisters, man. I got 4 older sisters. That's the most humiliating thing that can happen to a man. But, you know, I don't know, you know how to dry women's underwear on the thing and stuff. You learn things like that from 4 older sisters. And no, they never dressed me like a girl. I figured that out on my own. I used to look good in a dress until I got, you know?
One time...
I did, man.
One time, the landlord came over and...
Oh yeah, one day our landlord came over and I was just sort of walking around the house in my girlfriend's dress, and I answered the door and it's the landlord. I was like, oh, hey, what's up, dude?
We tried to move after that, and they were looking at our, you know, our report, or TRW, whatever it is, and the guy said, well, everything's cool, but like, they say you're a cross-dresser, and...
Yeah, no, it did.
That,
he like wrote down in some report that said I was a cross-dresser.
Yeah.
So other landlords might not want to rent to me. But, yeah. Those were good days when I could fit in my girlfriend's clothes. You know? She was a big girl. What? What does that mean? I'm not a petite gentleman, I'm sorry. We're gonna be editing that out. It's the miracle of television. I don't know.